In this tutorial, I want to show how you can turn PNGs into assets that you can use in your GBDK projects with the INCBIN function. So you can get something like this. Very neat indeed. Very neat. For starters, we're going to make sure that this image of a Game Boy can be displayed on an actual thing. So we have this image right here. We first need to resize it because it's too big. 160 by 144. Exactly like this. And this is not enough. We obviously have to make sure it's black and white because the Game Boy, the original Game Boy, is a black and white system. We then open up GIMP. We're here on GIMP. We make sure that it is grayscale, and the image has to have only 4 colors. Only 4. You can use dithering if you want. I think the image would look better in this case with dithering. Use dithering only if you need to use dithering. And now the image is good for a Game Boy. Now it's time to do some magic. For this part of the tutorial, I'm going to use this PNG I made and this exe file, PNG to asset. Is included with GBDK. It's in the bin folder of your GBDK folder. I just made a copy in here for ease of use. So we're going to open the terminal. And I'm going to paste this PNG to asset. This is the input PNG, tutorial.png. And these are some flags. PNG to asset has a lot of flags. So I'm going to put a screenshot of all of them here. I'm also going to leave a link to the documentation. Now I'll go over what every single flag will do. So this is the map flag, which exports them into a binary file because of the bin flag. The bin flag exports them to binary. The map flag exports the tiles and the background arrangement of the tiles. And the no flip flag makes sure that no tile is flipped because the Game Boy does not support background tile flipping like other systems such as the Sega Master System. And you should get tutorial map bin and tutorial tiles bin. Now we're going to take a look at the source code to see how we can display this into this. This is the source code of the ROM that I showed you earlier. And now we're going to analyze it. In order to use the INCBIN functions, we have to include the INCBIN header. And with these INCBIN functions, we import our data. This is how we import our tiles. This is the variable name we use for the tiles, and this is the path to the file, tutorial_tiles.bin. We do the same thing for the map. And now let's display the PNG we just converted to make sure we can use it on the Game Boy. Now let's actually display it on the Game Boy. We're going to set the background data. This INCBIN tutorial size divided by 60 determines the number of the tiles, how many tiles we have in there. And this is the tileset it should use. Now we're actually making sure to display tiles. Set background tiles at x coordinate 0, y coordinate 0. These are the x and y coordinates. Now what does this U signify here? U means unit. A unit is 8 pixels, which you're going to see right here. This is the width, this is the height. We have 20 units, that means 160 pixels. That's how big is our background in width. And 80 units, 144 pixels. That's how big it is in height. And the tutorial map, the arrangement of these tiles. And here we display the background. We're going to open the terminal, and it should compile flawlessly. And if we open the ROM, voila, it works. I hope you understood this tutorial. If not, please leave a comment. If you like this video, leave a comment, share with others that you might think they need it. Thank you for watching. I'll see you at the next tutorial.